Hello 212 students. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a new project in ArcGIS Pro, and I'm going to show you how to save it when you create it so that you can access it later. If you haven't seen the tutorial about the File Explorer and the V drive, Q drive, and X drive, check that out first because part of that comes into play in this tutorial. So if you open up ArcGIS Pro in Cloud Apps, you can see this screen right here. This is where we get to say I want to make a new project, or we can open an existing project. So to create a new project, we're going to go to New Blank Templates, and we're going to click Map. All right, this box comes up, and you do not click OK yet. You need to fill in some stuff before you are able to proceed so that you do not lose your project. So for every project, it's going to start with a name of my project or my project 1, 2, whatever. I want you to change this every single time. Never leave your project name as my project, because eventually you'll have like 40 of them and you won't know which is which. So for this video, I'm just going to call this demo because I'm demonstrating stuff to you guys. And then we need to choose the location it's saved in. If it's not, the location is not chosen, selected, it will just save on the computer, and if the computer is wiped regularly, such as on-campus computers or the Cloud Apps computers, then it will be lost. If you're working on a personal computer, I suppose you can just leave the location, but you might want to be a little bit more organized. All right, so if you're working on Cloud Apps, follow these steps. You're going to go to Browse, and under you're going to see a version of the File Explorer, what Esri's version of that looks like. And you'll see some familiar drives where you can save your data. You're going to see the Q, V, and X drive. So when you're making your project, you jump into your V drive. Then you're going to go to Geography 212 Spring folder that you created in the last tutorial. And you're going to open it, and then you're going to click OK. Now your project will save to the V drive, and so you'll be able to access it later. Okay, then you're going to click OK. And it will create a new map project that will look something like this. Let's make it full screen as far as Cloud Apps is concerned. All right, so as you're working on things in the project, in order to save the project, you click this button up here. This is the save. And in a future video, I will help you get your bearings about what is going on here in the project. But this is basically what ArcGIS Pro looks like. All right, now let's open the File Explorer again. I want to show you guys something. We're going to do the same thing we did in the last video. Okay, so if we go into the folder where we have all the saved, Geography 212 Spring, you're going to notice that when you created your project, it created a folder. Inside the folder are multiple things. If you're ever moving the location of your project, even though this is what you click on to open the project, you have to move this entire folder. Not one of these folders, but the folder they're inside. This whole thing, let's say you're trying to share this with someone on the X drive, you need to copy this entire folder and then move it to the X drive. You can't just take one thing. Much like a programming file, code, there are a lot of important files that go with the project. All right, so let me show you if we minimize this for a second. And this, by the way, the minimized things are down here. If I close the project, yeah, let's say it changes. If I want to open that, I can either open Arc Pro again and then locate it, or I can go to the File Explorer and I can find the demo.aprx. Double click on it. And it will bring up the demo project. Okay. When you're in Pro, just like many other programs, you can open another file. Your recent projects will be here, or you can come into the computer and look for what you're looking for, or you can go into the task manager. All right. As always, let us know if you have any questions. This is important. Please follow these steps when you create a project so that it does not get saved somewhere where it will be lost. Thanks. See you next time.